and it is a question that they can't get to come out like the answer on the test. So that's why I'm going to do it.
Is it the one about winter finals?
I don't know. I don't know what it says. It's square footage of a house.
It was like what day of the finals? It was like
We can look at that. Did you get it wrong?
Water. Man,
Did you get it wrong?
I just left it blank. I don't know what.
Good. That way it points against you. That's what it was designed for.
Those were the hardest ones.
Yeah. All right, write that one down. And of course, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm going to tell you to find out all you can about this problem. So that means I want you to write it out. I want you to find out, calculate anything you can calculate about this problem. Now, the good news is you don't have to do the 5-number summary and the normal distribution. Bad news is you got BA numbers, so you're going to have to make sure you don't screw it up. If you do, just throw your pencil down, make it pop, and quit.
If you've already done that and you still feel the same,
then you can always go to LA Walmart and feel even worse about yourself. Actually, when you go to LA Walmart at the right time, it really helps you feel good about yourself.
yeah, I'm not bad when I thought.
Yeah, exactly. That and go to court. If you ever feel bad about yourself, go to court. Especially like divorce court. And then you'll feel good about yourself because those people showing up in their pajamas and their cell phones going into a courtroom. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, Miss McElhannon wants to come in now. I think she lives in Spartanburg. Okay, where is she? McElhannon. M-C-E-L. There she is. Miss McElhannon, can you see and hear? So far, all I see is a black screen, Miss McElhannon. Yeah, she has a very round head, yeah. She doesn't have very many features except for a round head. Yep. Miss McElhannon, you there? Speak. Okay. She's not there. Mr. Cooper, who's distracting people? As soon as Miss McElhatton will come on the air, we'll resume. I tried. But her dadgum name is so long.
If you want me to, Professor, I could try inviting her myself.
Okay. All right, Miss McElhatton, I'm going to remove you and bring you back in. Sometimes I have to bring you back in to get everything to turn on. So let me remove you and bring you back in. Yeah, she was offended. She went to her safe space. I need to have a safe space in my, maybe put a chair back there where somebody can get under a chair. That'll be the safe space in my classroom. And everybody will throw paper at you while you're in the unsafe space. Make fun of you. You there, Mrs. McElhannon? There she is. It's only like 12:50. You're only like 45 minutes late. That's all. All right. Can you see the screen and everything? Yes or no? Golly, I can't hear her. Your microphone's not on. That's okay. I saw your mouth move. That's okay. All right. Here we go. Yes, if you'll give me a minute. There. I'm going to go ahead and find my X. And what is X? X is your midpoint. And I'm going to break these up. Let's go ahead and insert entire row column. There we go. We'll put 0 here, 499 there, 500, 999, 1,000, 1499, 1,500, 1999, 2,000, 500, 29.99, 3,000, 34.99, 3,500, 39.99, 4,000, 44.99, 4,500, and 49.99. Now, why am I doing that? Well, not just so you can see it, but you can't plug in 0 to 499. You can't do that in a calculation. So I put the 0 here, and I put the 499 here. Now, you don't have to do this. I messed it up. What I missed? What's this supposed to be? Thank you. You don't have to do that because you have the luxury of just looking at the numbers versus the spreadsheet, which has to have the numbers to calculate. All right, so what do I mean? Well, you can look at 0 to 499, and you can come up with 0 plus 499 divided by 2. But the Excel spreadsheet can't do that. So that's why I have to break it up into a lower class limit and a what? Upper class limit. You don't have to do that with your own calculations. I'm just doing it on here because, one, I do all the calculations with the Excel spreadsheet, not because you have to use the Excel spreadsheet, but just it's easier for me to get everything on the board. Okay? All right, now, to find the midpoint, you take the average of the lower class limit plus the upper class limit and divide that by what? 2. So for those of you that kind of, you know, kind of not feeling how to do it, you take the blue plus the red and divide it by 2.
Not feeling how to do it.
I don't know how to say it. Confident. Not feeling confident.
That would be good.
Yeah. Not feeling confident, and you put in smokestacks on your
Yeah.
pickup truck, okay? And there are all your midpoints. So I'm going to highlight this green. Why am I going to highlight it green? Because you need it for your what? Your calculations, Hubert. That's right, class. And F. I'm going to put F right here, and I'm going to just copy everything from here. And I'm just doing that. Why am I doing it? To confuse you? No, I'm doing it because I'm just showing you that all of our calculations are done from these two columns. And I'll highlight this one yellow. Oh my God, Clemson went to the White House yesterday, and you would have thought that they were the first team in history to go to the White House. I think I'm gonna unfriend a lot of my friends. My God, talk about idol worship. Anyway, I'll shut up. You would think that Clemson walks on water, and I'm a Clemson graduate twice. And what gets me is half the people that think Clemson walks on water have never set foot on Clemson campus. They're not even students. Yeah. Don't make any sense to me. Naming your kids Clemson. But at least, did y'all hear Donald Trump? Did y'all hear him pronounce Clemson? He pronounced it the correct way with a P. He didn't do the Clemson. He said Clemson. We're here with Clemson. I was like, you go, boy, you put a P in there. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Idiots, Clemson. Here we are in Clemson, South Carolina, right beside Pendleton. Yeah, that's how you can tell when somebody's not from around here. They say Pendleton, Williamston, Belton. Yeah, they don't say Greer. They say Greer. Them people, you just need to put your suitcases up and move. Because you are not saying, you're just advertising around your neck, I'm not from around here, I'm a transplant. That's what you need to say. You've got to put the emphasis on the different letters. But they can't, the safe spaces in the back will throw paper spitballs at you. I'm going to get me a safe space. I'm going to get a little cardboard box. I'm going to put it in front of the room. And if you get in the safe space, you got to put a thing around your neck because of a big snowflake. And we will throw stuff at you. What?
You're gonna reclaim my space?
Yeah, that's it. We'll call it my safe space. And the cardboard box will be somebody's old cardboard box, somebody's old house. You put it up there, so they like all that crap. That'll be your safe space. Tri-County Tech safe space. A cardboard box.
And the sheriff's space.
Yeah. Okay, now you've got your F and you got your X, so now you do, and I'm going to take my handy dandy pen and I'm going to write the formulas up here so you will know how to read the formulas, and then you won't have to ask me. Let's see, where's my, oh, it's already pulled up, I guess it's not. Damn Russians. They hack into everything.
Yeah, they really hammered that one.
I know, that's a
Yeah.
poor Hillary didn't win because of the Russians. And Coney. And the women.
And
the men.
And the men.
And what else? What else? The New York Times. And how about she just is not very well liked by
And the Electoral College.
Oh my God. I think I'd vote for him. Yeah, I would vote for Obama again before I vote for Hillary. That's, yeah. That shows you who much I do not put that woman in the White House. She was evil. Ain't that the way Mermaid Man says it? Let's see. Here's my Excel spreadsheet.
She's not the government.
I was thinking more of Antichrist. All right, here we go. F of X, or the X bar of a frequency distribution is equal to the summation of what? F times X over the summation of F, or the summation of F times X over N, because the summation of F and N is the same thing. And the variance is equal to the summation, or N, and I'm going to put a multiplication symbol right here. No, I'm going to put parentheses. Summation of F times X squared, and brackets, minus F times X quantity squared summation over N times N minus 1. Now again, I'm going to give you these two definitions, or these two formulas, and I'm going to ask that you, what's that R word? Read them. Because if you do not read them, you have no idea what to do. So here's F. So we got F. We got X. We got F. We add them up. N is equal to whatever these numbers are added up. We're going to get that in just a minute. And there's your N. So after we get N, we have all the numbers that we need to do the formula. So I'm going to take my handy dandy writer, and I'm going to put right here, I'm going to put N is equal to, and see what y'all get. What y'all get? I tell you what, y'all are so smart. You're welcome. You're still going to fail. That goes here, and this goes here, and we'll color that bleu. Parlez-vous français? There you go. N is equal to 500. What are y'all talking about? All right, that's a good question, because that's the question I get the most. This right here is F times X squared.
Which X squared? Is it
This,
X?
that's X. That's the only X there is. Where's another X? I'll give you $5, you show me another X. Where's another X?
The way it says X squared.
Well, where? Here?
Well, I've got it.
That's the same X. This is X, and this is X. There's no difference. But you got to have, here's F, and here's X. But you got to have another column, that's what? I'm pointing to it for a reason.
X squared.
X squared, you got to have another column called X squared.
That's what I was talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay. Well, you should have said X squared. You got to explain yourself. X squared. So here we go. X squared. It's your fault. You don't think I'm going to take blame for it? I mean, you're not supposed to do that. Anytime something doesn't go your way, you're supposed to what?
Cry.
No, well, that and blame other people because you got your trophy. All right. So X squared. So we'll take this number and we're going to what? Square it. And these are going to be some BA numbers. Big attitude numbers. So at this point, you go ahead and decide to quit because they're too big. Right? Yep. Make it pop against your notebook paper. By the time you get through with college, you'll be able to do it real good. You make it pop. So
You see, taking the test, I quit several times and got mad, but I still got a 0.
good. At least you strive for that 0. At least you tried.
So I did.
There's something wrong with the calculator. You know what's wrong with it? The Russians have hacked it. All right, you got to make 2 columns, 2 more columns. And what are those columns called? F times X. And what else? There you go.
And then another one for X squared.
Yeah, we just did that one. Pay attention.
I'm doing that next.
Okay, pay attention. I'm going to color this one kind of orange.
You need to do an Excel. Excel is the new way to go. It is not hard. It's not hard.
Yeah, but if you use it, the Russians might hack it.
When I started this class, it took like 20 minutes of some YouTube videos. It's like,
Okay, I'm going to move this down right now. And I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to make 2 columns. Now, I do want to say again that I don't want anybody to assume that you have to learn Excel. You don't. Think of this as your paper and you've got columns. I saw somebody had a good, yeah. All right, see her? That's all it takes, is columns. All right, the only reason I do this is because if I did this, I would only get like 2 columns on the board. I write so big. So that's why I do the Excel spreadsheet, because I can make all the letters fit on this area right here. So please, do not think that you have to use the Excel spreadsheet. I only use the Excel spreadsheet as a tool, as a teaching tool. So many of my students, well, I don't know how to use, well, then use paper and pencil. No hiccups in class. I thought I warned you before.
it just takes like 10 times.
What?
It just takes 10 times longer.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. F
Small difference.
times X. And you go equals F, and then times, and then X. And then you copy that down. And I'll put that in the center because I have a phobia about that.
You mean OCD?
Yeah. And I'm going to color that a pretty color.
So like gray.
I got a lot of different. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It kind of pays off if you read. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Do you need to save space?
I read a bunch of stuff and still can't.
Anyway, she can take it. She's tough. She's been in 3 of my classes. She can take it. All right. So now what do I got to do with that F times X? Well, look at what it says right here. What is that formula? You got to add it what? Got to add it all up. So I'm going to add it all up. There that is. And I'm going to take this color out because that kind of confuses you. And I don't like using this color. I'm going to change this color to another color. Well, we could use pink, but if I say pink, some people say it's mauve. But we'll try to do the best we can. There's mauve. We'll change it to mauve.
You know, it's almost impossible to count them, man. I've done the math on it, and if you counted for 12 hours a day, it would still take you 5 years to count to a minute. If you could do 1 a second, 12 hours a day. And we're like, you could not count to a billion. It's impossible.
Go ahead and count the national deficit. A lot of people don't even know what the national deficit is. For those of you who don't know, it's 20 trillion. All right, now what's F? What's the next column? F times what?
X squared.
F times x squared. Now something else I need to do, because is you need to make sure all of these numbers are at least to the third or fourth digit. So I'm going to take my handy dandy format and I'm going to make sure all of my numbers go to the fourth place. Here we go. Now the reason I did that was because I have no idea what the directions say as far as rounding. And if I go to the fourth or fifth place, then I know I'll have way enough numbers to deal with, because the book or the test or the homework usually cuts off to the 10th or the 100th most of the time.
Sometimes it's 1,000.
Well, see, I still got it covered because I'm going to the 10,000.
Yeah, I missed one by just the tiny bit.
Mhm. Especially when you start taking the square root. Okay, so I'm going to take F and I'm going to multiply it by what? X squared. And then multiply that down. I'm going to bring that down. And then sum that up. And I'll color that another color. It's kind of a fluorescent green. Okay, now I'm going to move all this over now. And we still got n is equal to what? 500, right? Okay, so I'm going to go right here beside this formula, and I'm going to go mean X bar frequency distribution is equal to X bar for B. And that's going to be equal to what? Well, the summation of F times X. What is the summation of F times X? Number right there, Hubert. That's right, class. Okay. And we'll color that pretty blue that we've used. I done lost it. There. Thank you. And we're going to divide that by what? Which is in the pretty color of mauve. Yeah. Make sure you get your colors right in here. And the reason I'm assigning colors is I'm trying to make it what? I'm trying to make it easy for y'all. Yeah, just give you a trophy for what?
That's what they done last time.
Yeah. X bar B.
You're right. Give the whole class a this.
Mm-hmm. And that way, you can be trained that when you get to a job, you can just complain and get your way, right? All right. Who's got a question? Y'all check me and see if I'm right. What?
Yeah, I gotta get this.
Hey, Professor.
I'm Hubert. What?
I just had a quick question for you. Do you know of any good ways to learn how to use Excel like you're using it? Because I've tried to do it the way you do it. Like I'll follow along on the video and I can't figure it out.
There is a class, and this is a long-term fix, called CPT 170. And it will teach you all about how to use Excel. But as Mr. Ellis said, you can go on to YouTube and pull up videos for Excel, especially doing math on Excel, and it will give you some hints there.
Okay. Thank you.
Remember, whenever you're doing a mathematical calculation, you have to put in an equal sign. The equal sign tells the Excel spreadsheet that this is a formula. And that's one thing you have to remember. But, you know, just do those two things and you'll learn how to use it. But you want to know how Hubert learned it? By trial and error.
Yeah.
I've never attended a class on Excel, never even been to a class on Excel. I've just been dealing with it ever since it came out, and now you can use Excel as a database. You don't even have to use the database. They have a database called Access, ACCESS, and it's hardly ever used anymore because Excel is so strong. Excel is one of the best programs to utilize for any business, anything. So I always encourage my students to learn how to use it. But that would be my two suggestions. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. So, did everybody get 24, 25, 24, 24?
Can I see some of your other numbers?
About what?
Oh, wow.
Okay. Let me move this out of the way.
Yeah, I got a column wrong.
Well, make sure I don't have it wrong. I do?
What are you worried about?
So, everything's pretty much okay?
Okay, pull the formula up again. So there is a f times x squared. Where is your f times x squared?
This one, I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
This one, f times x, it's over here.
Okay.
Y'all get the cart before the horse. And if you don't know what that means, it's your parents' fault.
I don't care whose fault it is, as long as it's not mine.
Okay, there you go.
You know how far I've got life?
Yeah,
And then look,
yeah.
3 grades.
It's not your fault. Okay, now I want y'all to do the variance. Now, what does the variance say? N. Well, what's N?
500.
500. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put variance. I'm going to put N right here equals N. And I'm going to color that mauve so you'll see it. Okay, times the summation of f times x squared. Well, the summation of f times x squared is that green right there. So equals that number. And we'll color it that green so you can keep up with it. Now I'm going to have to make this small.
That's what limited the thought of the count to the is that whenever we got these guys.
Actually, I think he's on drugs. So Mr. Goolsby, just kind of stay away from him. He does this from time to time.
We really talking.
That's very nice, Mr. Ellis.
It's like,
That's very good, Mr. Ellis. Now be quiet now, Mr. Ellis. All right. F times X. We all know that Mr. Ellis is crazy now. And what do we do with F times X?
square.
Square it. So we got to put a square on the outside. That means we're going to square it. And I'm going to color this, whatever color that was. That's the blue. There. And put all these in the center, except for the square. I'm going to leave it there. Yep. And what goes under the variance? N times what? N is the 500. Did you do that all by yourself?
No.
Okay.
I had to get the calculator.
You had to get help.
I would have done that ahead of time.
Equals this minus 1. Okay, now, the reason I'm writing all this out is because I'm trying to show you that once you have these columns right here, once you have these 5 columns, you're ready to go. Okay? So this is not undoable. It's not like it can't be done. Those are the 5 columns right there. Those are the only ones you need after the original 2 columns. Well, yeah, if you don't know the formula, you don't know what's going on. And see, that's what a lot of people don't. They want the end product first. They want, okay, I just want the answer. Well, that ain't the way it's done in college. It may be done that way in high school. That ain't the way it's done in college. You have to read, you have to read, you have to read. You have to read the formula and see what it says, because I'm not going to give you the end product. I'm going to tell you how to get the end product. And there it is right there.
You like pitching them out of the fish.
Yes, I'm not just giving you a fish. Yeah. Okay, now look. Here's the formula. There it is. Now, if you don't understand what I've got in the mauve, the green, and the blue, you need to speak up, because I don't know how else to make it. That's the easiest that I know how to do it. That's all you do is plug them in. So variance is equal to, all right, here we go. The colors are going to go away because I can't mix them. 500 times what? That number, which is going to give you a BA number, which is good because this number here is going to be a BA number, big attitude. So equals this raised to the what? The second power. Now, how do you know if you know what you're doing? Exactly. If you come out with a negative number here when you subtract, then you're going to have a problem. And 500 times 99. Okay, so the variance is equal to this guy minus this guy over this guy. And the variance is equal to this guy divided by this guy. And all that work for just this number, which is standard deviation, which is equal to that BA number raised to the what? 0.5 power. And there is your standard deviation.
I got the same thing, but it went to the, it goes to the E11.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Change your mode, change it to floating. I don't know why it's doing that on yours. It should. Well, let's see if I'm right. I don't know what the question's asking, but let's see. Let's see. Here's some. Let me go to Grade Book. Then type second function, and there's an approximate somewhere. Hold on a second. There's an equals. There it is. Hit green plus. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Look for. Wait a minute. There it is. Let me go back. Y'all just hold on a minute. Hit second entry. Solve. I don't know why it's doing that. You sure you've got it on? Put it on and see what happens. No. Second. Solve. I don't know why it's doing that. We'll have to look at it and see. We'll look at it after class if you don't mind. Let me see what that problem was. We'll look at it after class.
Hers is on radio, mine's on computer.
That wouldn't make much. That wouldn't make any difference.
Yeah, that trig class is a good book, kind of what it is.
Yep. You don't ever use it.
Just for service.
You don't ever use that in real world. Just like you never use decimal degrees in real world. You know that.
Yeah.
You walk up to a construction manager and talk about radians and decimal degrees, and they're going to look at you like you're crazy. Okay, that's not the test. Okay, that's not it. Let me go to this one. No, it's not there either. Hold on, I know where it is. It's the first one. There it is.
If you try and don't succeed,
Quit.
maybe failure is okay.
Yeah, that's a good quote. I need a T-shirt made with that.
Maybe you just don't fail
Okay. I'm finding it, people. Just hold on. Okay, I guess I'm going crazy. Let me try to find the second one. There it is. I don't know. What did I get? Did I get 919.5?
Yes.
There's two different ones. Let me check because there's two different questions. 919.5. Let's see what they wanted to round it to.
Oh, that's the same.
Round to one decimal place.
It'll be 919.
What's the mean square footage? Did I get 2425?
I'm pretty sure you got 2424.
I'm looking.
Okay.
There it is, round to the whole decimal. 24, 5 would be 24 what?
25.
And let's look at the main thing I want y'all to do is look at the directions. Round to one decimal place, and this one round to the nearest whole number. When you see integer, just mark out integer and put whole number, because integer is a 25-cent word to confuse you. They sit there and say, what word can we use to confuse students? And they put in integer, and that's what happens. Students go, and they start doing convulsions. So,
How did you know?
yeah, and I was there. All right, now, take this one, and I want you to do this one. Now, the first thing y'all are going to say is, that's the same one. Well, it's not. Okay? I don't think it is. Let me pull up the other one. These numbers are different down here.
Oh, yeah, one of them.
Well, I want you to do it so you'll have two of them in your notes. Okay? So y'all go ahead and do this one. I'm gonna blow it up for you so you can see it at home.
Hey, can you, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
When you're doing it, can you freeze the screen so you can try to do it?
Yeah.
Because I know when I'm editing it, I'll look up. and
Okay,
say,
I screw it up for you. Okay. All right, but go ahead and start on it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, just go ahead and give it a try.
That's what I done last time. Look at that.
And so much for encouragement. I don't like to go into new material, so I'm gonna try to waste as much time as I can.
I'll try. See if that's right. Do you post these on YouTube? You put
What?
this on YouTube?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a handout on it and everything. How to get there, how to find your class. You know, I need to give that to y'all the first week of class. That would be a concept, wouldn't it? Give y'all the handouts for the class. Yeah, that's right. You were frolicking. That was my dad's favorite. You just all frolicking.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna amount to nothing.
My mom says gallivanting.
Yeah, gallivanting and frolicking. And you don't need to frolic after 12 o'clock because you're gonna end up dead. That's what, it's a true statement. Nothing good happens when?
After midnight.
After midnight.
That's true.
And I'm serious. I found that out.
That's pretty much it. It's more true than it is untrue. It's still too late, but it's about to go to the lake. It's like,
This right here would be right here. I'm gonna wait on it. And if you can't, if you get it wrong, I'm gonna make fun of you. I always carry it 4 on the spreadsheet, so you do what you want. But you know, the first one we did, the mean, they're gonna want the nearest whole number, so I'd carry it to the tenths. And the second one, they want it to the second, so I'd carry it to the third. Y'all know what y'all could do is that this is just a suggestion. I mean, it's a lot of work, but take a spreadsheet, blank, and you have to hit the button. That's one button you have to hit, and then move it up to like 20, and then move it over like this, and then highlight an area like this, and then hit outline like this. That's 4 buttons you have to hit, and then print. Go to print. Where's print? I can't print. I don't either.
I hate this.
Where's the print preview? Is there a print preview?
Yeah, you have to look for it.
You have to hit print.
Okay, I guess it takes the word.
Well, you see, there's the line right there. See the dashed lines?
Yeah.
And now you set that as print, whatever. And as soon as you hit print, it'll like print that page with lines on
It says it again, time.
it. Well, something's wrong with it. Well, put a 0 in the first. Here, put a 0 right here. Yeah, that's your grade. And then now do this. There used to be on Excel where you could set a print area, and it would only print the area that's in the dashed lines. But I don't know if you can do that now. Print area, there it is. Set print area. And now, is there a print preview on this page? I don't see it. I thought there was print. Okay. So print. There, look at there. Look what I made.
Awesome.
And you can run like 15 copies of that.
That's what you need to do, get a copy of this one too.
No, you.
I gotta print it off.
No, you make the copies.
Oh, and I make the copies
No,
too.
give me one copy, I'll go home and make 200 of them, we're gonna fast.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Hold on. Now y'all have to put your finger over the 0, okay? Can y'all do that?
Well, you can cut it out before you copy.
You could put like a dot there.
Yeah, I could do that, but somebody would think it's
You could make, no, change.
Zero is the only thing you can add to any other number and get the same number, so it won't mess anybody up, okay?
You could do landscape with it.
Yeah, I could, yeah, that would even be
You
better.
make the font like a point.
Let's do that. Let's make it landscape. Where's landscape? Oh, oh my gosh, look at there. And now I got to make it bigger for y'all. Stretch it out. That's like a chin scrap. We used to have a guy on the football team. Yo, coach, I broke my chin scrap. Love him to death. Margins, narrow. Set print here. What do we want? Yeah. Well, I was looking at the way you were doing it, and that's what made me come up with this.
You're talking about you invented Excel?
No.
Well, it's not doing it. I gotta figure out why it's not doing it. Okay, there it is. So after you do it, you can see the dash line. There it is. And print area. There we go. Now print. There you go. How's that?
You can make the zero real small. Well, it would almost be like, you know, when you're doing that, it's like that zero.
I'll tell you what, I'll put the zero. I'll
Like,
put the zero down here in the lower left-hand corner. How about that?
yeah, it's not near as intimidating.
I believe I'm having to do this for y'all. Y'all suck. Y'all know that.
We can just use Excel.
I done lost my print area now. Oh, well.
Maybe you should go up.
Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's halfway through the page. That won't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. How's that? You want me to put a period now?
I think an asterisk would be more suited.
There. How's that? Is that good?
Asterisk's like wild card, you know, it can be anything. But that would be more appropriate.
I can't believe I'm doing
Maybe if you made it like
You
a,
know, there's something else.
red or something.
this. Yeah. Now. That's to.
You could email it.
Send it here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll email it to y'all's email accounts, and then y'all can figure it out from there. How about that? That means I have to go in and hit a button? Golly.
How do I log into Blackboard?
Oh, shut up. No, how do I log into MyLab Plus? Okay, I'll put it on my documents, and then I can save it and send it to y'all. We'll call this spreadsheet.
What do you do? You put it up and
Can I borrow a pencil?
yeah. And then he said, zoom in and move to calculator. There the file. It's like, I wish a big hammer fell and see it.
Like I
Just
said,
smacking out the window.
Those people procreate. That's what's so sad. Yeah, it was the Russians. Y'all finished yet?
No.
No, sir. No. Yeah, Mr. Ellis is bad about that.
Yeah, I am very bad about that.
Okay, here we go. Let's go to faculty. Let's go to summary class list. See if this will work.
Did you let that calculus classes installed yet?
It's on the books, so this, unless it doesn't get enough students, it'll be there.
That's not bad.
There, how's that?
Hey, can I give you my mom's email and put it there and you can just send it to her? She'll print it at work for me. Oh, man.
Okay, how's that? I created a hard copy spreadsheet for my Lazy Math 120.012 class. They did not want to have to hit a few buttons to create it, so I did it for them. How's that? Is that good? Okay. This is going to the online class, so they'll figure it out. Now, half this online class going to say, what's this for?
Zero, is that my score?
Yeah, is this my grade?
5?
Now I got to send it to y'all. Can't believe I'm doing this.
That's what you said.
Wait, how's that? There. What, y'all suck? There. Are y'all happy now?
We did have a subject there.
I don't care. Send. There. Now y'all got it.
How am I supposed to know what you're talking about?
Now please do not call me and ask me to come to your house to print it for you.
You picked me up an 8 cartridge.
Yeah, pick me up an 8 cartridge. All right, y'all finished now?
Yeah.
Oh, good gosh. 6 days later.
But this is being on the again. Takes a while.
I messed up when I did it, so.
You just gave up.
I gave up pretty much.
Takes a minute to write it down.
I've got the one that I've done right and now I'm leaving it.
Okay, well, while y'all are ciphering, I'm going to do the problem, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna hit freeze screen.
That's what I said.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking your advice.
Thank you. I'm so serious.
You're still gonna fail. I done replied. Is this my grade? Somebody said we had a test in January on Sunday. Class width is 500, right? Equals, yes, it's 500. Okay, I'm done. I haven't plugged it in yet. I'm gonna wait for y'all to do that. Okay. My first email. What do we do with it?
Print it for you.
Yeah.
There's something that, especially things that you like.
What? I have to look and see. Sometimes I don't. Y'all have to look at it. Yeah, that was a bad day. And then I had a land use meeting. And 60 people show up. And they videotaped it and put it in the paper. Land use board, of course, and then trying to make a basketball camp out there on Concord Road. Well, you gotta remember Concord Road. They don't want anything to happen up there on Concord Road. Unless it has something to do with Clemson football team, and then I want you to do something with it. X-Bar, that was a bad day, let me tell you. Okay, X-Bar, and then what else we gotta have? Standard variance.
Only 500 8 times extra.
Hold on a second, I'm gonna finish doing what I'm doing. Read the formula, good. I'm proud of you. Thanks. It's kind of like those things that come with a bicycle, just a lawnmower in the box. What are they called? Directions, yeah.
I call them.
Men don't follow directions very well. Yeah, I just need to look at the picture. That's all I need. Johnny's in the ditch, front tire doesn't come off the bicycle. And the wife is saying, "What are all these?" And the man says, "Oh, just spare parts in case you lose them." And Johnny's in paralysis. He's got to go to the hospital.
He was definitely a loser.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you need to be plugging in. No. I tried to help you. Some people cannot be helped. That's not. Sounds like somebody I know. Oh. Yeah. I'm just going to taught my son how to say it. Oh. Let's see. Give me the answer. Where's the answer? Do the answer again.
I just did,
Times $4.99.
yeah.
It's raised to the second.
So it's doing it in your student.
Yeah. It'll do that. That's why, the reason it's doing it, I know why it's doing it, because it's going past the number of digits on this calculator. That's why. See, watch. See, it's not gonna, you're talking about 12 spaces. So it's naturally gonna do that. But
I
just,
won't get through.
yeah, you will. When you get down to the bottom, it's gonna make it, hold on, equals 500 times $4.99. And then this one, variance equals, when you take this one and you subtract the other one, it's going to make it into a regular number. See? Well, to the 11th power. Hold on. Yeah, once you divide it, equals this number. And now the variance is equal to this number divided by this number. See, changes it into a regular number.
Hold on. So, with this, do I answer and then
Answer.
minus it by the?
Yeah, right
like
here.
that?
Hmm.
Do I?
That's
do
why you need to
eight?
store it.
Should I do?
I'll tell you
eight
what.
times?
Give sit down and I'll show you how to do it when you're doing it that.
Okay. So
Okay? And that way everybody can take your handy dandy calculator, and if you do use your calculator, this is what you need to use the stove button where you go get bread. That stove. All right. Now, let's see. I got to get the. All right here. We're going to take 500 and multiply it by this number right here. So 500. Y'all pay attention now. I want y'all to see this, so y'all don't have to ask it 5 minutes from now. And then I get mad and then throw you out of the classroom.
And then your smokestack's get expensive.
Yeah. 500. And now, what? Hold on. I have to switch from, there we go. 500 times 3, 4, 1, 8, 0, 2, 8, 1, 2, 5. Enter. BA number, right? Stowe. Alpha. Stove. Alpha. And I'm going to call it first, so that'd be F, cosine. And enter. So I'm going to do it again. Stowe. Alpha. F, which would be cosine. See above the cosine, that green F? The alpha, yeah, and enter. Now, right now, that number is stayed. That number is stored into the designation for the uppercase F for first. Now, let's do 121, 1750 squared. Clear? 121, 1750 raised to the second power.
No, it's 122.
Okay.
Don't think about it.
122, 1750 raised to the second power. Another BA number. Stowe. Alpha. Second number, which would be natural log. See the S, the green S? And enter. Now you got those two in your Now go ahead and do the bottom. 500 times 499. 500 times 499. That's a small number, but you can still store it. Alpha denominator, D, which is x to the negative 1. Right there, right here. And enter. Well, the good thing is y'all can assign any letter you want to it. All right, now watch this. Y'all ready for this? Alpha, first number, minus alpha, second number. Y'all seen this before.
I bet we divide it by.
And I'm going to divide it by the denominator. Yep. Divided by alpha denominator.
This is a Christmas miracle.
It's a miracle. I hope that's right. I haven't even
Yeah,
looked.
it is so far than what I've got.
So, it's good you got it.
It should come out.
Doesn't mean it's right.
It'll come out. 930.
There it is.
A lot of numbers in that.
And now all you have to do is raise that, hit the caret symbol to the 0.5 power, and that should be your standard deviation.
Dude. I can't believe
You really like going to the 0.5 power, don't you?
Well, that's what you do in calculus.
And not the square root.
There is no radicals in calculus.
That is wonderful. I'm so
You
glad
change
you
it to the
did
0.5 power.
That's awesome.
Look there.
I'm proud of you.
Have y'all learned something today?
I did.
How much do we have to rationalize?
He's sitting there like, I'm bored. It's better than going over new material, which I can't stand to do until after the test is over. So,
All right, well, I'll make it.
okay, so let's type these in, or let's see what the answers are.
I'm gonna skip that.
We got 3 minutes, so you just might as well be quiet. Okay, this is the same answer. No, it's a different test question. I don't have it pulled up. The whole point is, hopefully you learned something new today. If the test is asking you for the whole number, take it to the 10th. If it's asking you for the 10th, you take it to the 100th. If you just want to have insurance, take it to 4 or 5 decimal places, either in your calculator or your Excel spreadsheet, and that way when you get to your answer at the end, there won't be any questions. Okay? And use the stove feature on your calculator. Go get that bread at the stove.
I like that.
Okay? All right, y'all get out of here.
What's the test do?
Stipe people, y'all good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend.
It was a
Yep. Have a good weekend.